first episode I would like to highlight is the episode where Jesus was tempted by the devil in the Gospel of Matthew chapter 4, where the Spirit led Jesus into the wilderness and Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. After this, the devil said to him, "If you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become bread." Jesus said, "Man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes out of the mouth of God." The devil then took him to the holy city and had him stand on the highest point of the temple and said to him, "Throw yourself down from here." And Jesus said, "It is written, do not put the Lord your God to the test." And then the devil took him to a high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and said to him, "If you bow down and worship me, this will be all yours." And Jesus said to the devil, "Away from me, Satan, it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only." Ladies and gentlemen, on reading and studying this engagement of Jesus with the devil, many questions should cross our minds. How can the devil tempt his creator? If God can be tempted, what kind of God is that? The word tempted suggests that he could have either resisted or succumbed to the temptation. But if he could have succumbed to the temptation, then he is a weak being. Such ideas of God carry within them sentiments of paganism. That God doesn't know about the kingdoms of the world, so he has to be shown these kingdoms as though he is naive, innocent, and doesn't know his own kingdoms. That God is taken up to a high mountain to see these kingdoms so that he can have a good view. These stories of man-like creatures defeating supernatural beings bring excitement to the imagination and creative minds of us humans. However, they are meant specifically for our entertainment. People enjoy these stories because they entertain us, don't they? But religion should not be prostituted by our whimsical fancies. That God has to be taken up and transported to a high place so that he can have a good view. People read the Bible and actually believe that the creator of the billions of galaxies in space had to be taken up to a point, to a high point, good enough for him to have a view of the kingdoms of the world. Such a conception of God is, to say the least, derogatory. And the Quran states about who God is. In chapter 59, verse 23, Huwa Allahu alladhi la ilaha illahu. He is God, other than whom there is no deity. Al-Malik, the sovereign, Al-Quddus, the pure, As-Salam, the perfection, Al-Mu'min, the bestower of faith, Al-Muhaymin, the overseer, Al-Aziz, the exalted in might, Al-Jabbar, the compeller, Al-Mutakabbir, the superior, Subhanallahi amma yushrikun. Exalted is God above whatever they associate with him. That no matter how people may desecrate the name of God, God is free from such a derogation of his name. So God is free from such attributions and such allusions that depict him as though he is what he isn't.